Welcome to Bizilon, where real stories meet verified facts. In the past 48 hours, the Middle East has been shaken by a bold and controversial military strike. At approximately 3 a.m. local time on June 13, 2025, Israel launched a wave of airstrikes deep inside Iranian territory, targeting nuclear enrichment sites, military bases, and residences of senior Iranian officials. This operation, named Rising Lion, has triggered immediate global consequences. Oil prices have surged, diplomatic ties are unraveling, and the world is holding its breath for what might come next. Let's break down what really happened, who's reacting, and where this conflict could lead. A long time coming. The roots of this confrontation go back decades. After Iran's 1979 revolution, ties with Israel were severed and hostility only deepened as Iran began expanding its nuclear program. Israel has consistently labeled Iran's nuclear ambitions as an existential threat. Back in 2015, the JCPOA, or Iran nuclear deal, was brokered by global powers to limit uranium enrichment in exchange for lifting sanctions. But in 2018, the United States under President Trump pulled out. Since then, Iran has steadily advanced its nuclear capabilities. And according to IAEA reports cited by Reuters, by early June 2025, Iran had enough enriched uranium to build 3 nuclear warheads. Tensions escalated when satellite images, published by the New York Times, showed increased activity at Iran's Natanz facility. Intelligence agencies believed a critical threshold was near. The airstrikes, Operation Rising Lion. In the early hours of June 13th, Israel struck. According to Haaretz and Jerusalem Post, over 40 Israeli fighter jets entered Iranian airspace, targeting key nuclear infrastructure including Natanz, Fordow, and Parchin, along with several military installations. Prime Minister Netanyahu, in a national address, called it a preemptive strike, claiming, "We will not wait for the bomb to be built, we will prevent it from being built."
Not let the world's most dangerous regime get the world's most dangerous weapon.
Iran's state media outlet IRNA confirmed heavy damage at Natanz and acknowledged casualties, including the death of a senior nuclear scientist and several top IRGC officials. Loud explosions rocked Tehran, and air raid sirens were heard across multiple cities. Social media footage verified by BBC Persian shows mushroom-like smoke clouds above key government sites. Immediate reactions, regional and global. Within hours, Iran went into military alert. Flights at Imam Khomeini International Airport were suspended. In a televised statement, Iran's defense minister, General Aziz Nasirzadeh, vowed retaliation and warned that all U.S. bases in the region are now targets. According to CNN, American diplomats in Baghdad and Erbil were immediately evacuated. Pentagon confirmed the deployment of additional THAAD and Patriot missile systems to U.S. bases across the Gulf. Meanwhile, Secretary of State Marco Rubio held a press conference denying U.S. involvement, stating, "Israel acted alone. Our priority is protecting American forces and citizens." Markets quickly responded. Bloomberg reported a 4.7% spike in oil prices, while the Dow Jones dropped over 600 points, reflecting investor panic over a potential full-scale regional war. The UN Security Council has called for an emergency session, with Russia and China condemning the strike, while the UK and France called for restraint. What happens next? As of now, Iran has not retaliated militarily, but experts warn this is likely the calm before the storm. According to the Brookings Institution, this strike may push Iran to abandon all limits and accelerate its nuclear weapons program, possibly sparking a nuclear arms race in the region. Al Jazeera and The Guardian both report that proxy groups like Hezbollah and Houthis are mobilizing, increasing fears of a multi-front war. Diplomatic talks scheduled in Oman between U.S. and Iranian negotiators have been suspended indefinitely, and across the globe, the public is on edge. Trending hashtags like #WW3, #Iran strike, and #No to war are flooding Twitter and TikTok. In just 48 hours, the world moved closer to the edge of a conflict that many have feared for years. Whether this is the beginning of a larger war or a calculated strike to buy time, only the coming days will tell. Stay with Bizilon for continuous updates. We'll bring you facts, not fear. If you found this report valuable, like, share, and subscribe, and let us know in the comments what you think comes next.